Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and while I would like to say I am doing so much better now, well, let's just say that I've had some time since the last time we recorded, yesterday, of course, these are being made daily, to thoroughly blast my nose and to take some more medication, of course, and I'm in a position now where I'm breathing at the moment, and here's the weird thing I found. I found that I am able to breathe by standing up and moving a bit. Like if I stand up and I jog in place for a while, I am able to start breathing clearly through my nostrils again. Like it gets rid of the snot and everything. But then, after a little while, it starts to come back. And I'm talking like after just a few minutes. Also, I'm sick. So I just don't think I should be standing up and jogging in place. Nothing against jogging in place. I love it. It's my main method of workout. I mean, if I could get Ring Fit Adventure, it's sold out everywhere, but if I could get it, I'd 100% be having a Ring Fit Adventure just jogging in place. However, I am quite ill, so I decided not to do that before I recorded this. I just kind of stood for a while and kind of forced myself to have some deep breaths, and I'm kind of breathing okay right now, you know, everything. So I'd like to think that, you know, you folks will be okay with what's going on out here. I know I might not sound like perfectly up to snuff. Is this gonna? Okay, that's what I was worried about. That's what I didn't want that to happen. I wanted to clear out like a space directly in front of me, and I knew that I could do that with the destruction catalyst. But then for some reason I was like, but what about with this thing? Even though I knew that was going to be a disaster and I shouldn't have done it. Great mistakes were just made, everyone. Great mistakes all around. And, you know, I just want to take a moment to stand here before all of you and say, hey, I apologize for nothing. I stand by that mistake, and I'm going to pretend like I did it on purpose, and you can't prove that I didn't, except for the fact that I literally did say that was an accident. It was a mistake. My words are on record. You know, if this had to go to a court, I think it would be actually more than simple enough to prove that, yes, in fact, I did apologize, and I am still sorry. But, you know, to some degree, you gotta stand up for yourself, right? I gotta fix all of that now. I've gotta patch all of that back up, because my gosh, I got rid of a huge swath of land there. Okay, let me see if I can remember how that was, because I didn't do it in the first place. I think this was the town that came along and did this. Was it stone? What is it called? Brick? Yeah, it's some brick. And then I've got 18 stone slabs. No more, no less. So I assume they will arrange themselves across here. And if they don't, oh well, I don't know what else to try. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, what I was trying to say at the start of this is if I start getting real gross and snotty sounding, you know, I'm sorry. I'm not happy about it, but also I don't really have any control over it at the moment. Yeah, I'm just kind of sick and probably shouldn't be recording YouTube videos. But here we are. You know, I'm also doing live streams still Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. And twitch.tv/howdy folks, thinking about mixing in a little bit of that mixer there. I don't want it to appear as though I'm just hopping on the bandwagon, you know, because a lot of people are hopping over to Mixer right now, and that's because Mixer's paying them a whole lot of money. I just want to experiment and try different things, you know. We've talked about how we're kind of at a point where, you know, that great ambition I was feeling, you know, before I got burned by it is gone. And I'm back to just, you know, having fun, playing Minecraft, making YouTube videos, doing live streams. Back to basics, as it were. But I do still want, you know, to succeed, and I still want to have some modicum of success. So, you know, it might be nice to experiment a wee bit with these sorts of things, you know, go to different platforms and see what can be done there. So, yeah, I don't know. I might start mixing in a few streams here and there. I might start mixering in a few streams here and there and just... I don't want to do restream anymore. I don't like how fragmented it kind of makes the viewing experience for folks. So we're not going to be going back to Mixer at all. And I know some people liked that because it meant regardless of where it meant you could watch wherever you wanted to. You know, if you were a bigger fan of YouTube, didn't matter. You could watch on YouTube. And as it is now, you know, I'm only streaming on Twitch. And it's like, well, I don't want to watch on Twitch. So I guess I just won't. Whereas if you restream, you know, everybody's got their preferred platform, and you can watch on any of them. You know, whichever one you kind of feel like streaming on. I don't know, based on that logic, it makes it sound like I should be using Restream, because it's like a tool for allowing my viewers to sort of pick what experience they prefer and which one they want to engage with. The problem is, I am now contracted. I'm an affiliate with I don't have a choice. When it comes to streaming on Twitch, if I stream on Twitch, I can only stream on Twitch, right? Like, I can restream between Mixer and YouTube, or like Mixer, YouTube, Facebook even, although I wouldn't, because Facebook is for old people now, isn't it? But I can't restream YouTube and Twitch, or Twitch and anything else, because that would be a violation of the contract I signed. I have an exclusivity clause. A lot of people like, hey Reese, you dummy, I want to watch your live streams, but I haven't caught up on the last one. Why haven't you published it yet? Why are you starting a stream, but you haven't published the last one yet, eh? Well, I can't. I have to wait 24 hours until after the broadcast has ended before I can publish the last one to YouTube, right? Twitch gets it for 24 hours, so they get it while it's live, and then the archive of it, the local recording that I make, I cannot post until 24 hours after it has ended. So if you're trying to figure that out in your head, if I streamed at 8 to 12 on a Monday, I could not release the video on YouTube until 12 on Tuesday, full 24 hours later after it streams, right? That's how that works. So there is no restreaming on Twitch. And if it's restreaming YouTube and Mixer, I don't know. I don't really like streaming on YouTube. I know a lot of people actually prefer it, and I can kind of see why. It's certainly better for finding an audience. Like, more people are going to find you while you just happen to be streaming. Because YouTube is a better platform for discovery, and I certainly have more subscribers. 30,000 of them, actually. Most of them aren't watching the videos, but still, you know, there's a potential that any of those 30,000 might see that I'm live. But then again, I have like 700 followers on Twitch, and very, very rarely get more than like 10 viewers on a good night, which is fine. It's not all about the numbers, but that is to say, I prefer. Like, I don't know where I'm going with any of this. I might stream on Mixer a bit. Definitely continue to stream on Twitch. We'll probably never use Restream again. And YouTube, no, I don't. YouTube irritates me. So, not the process of making videos. I think a lot of people are like, oh, you don't like making YouTube videos? No. YouTube as an entity, as a platform, irritates me. The process of making videos, I'm fine with. I like that. I still enjoy that. That's not the problem here. So I guess we're going to make our in over here. And how are we going to do that? I wanted to make a big one. A great big, not like the letter in, but like a great big place for people to live. We're going to have to cut down this tree. I don't know if I'm supposed to, like, can I one-shot a tree? Is there like a way I can one-shot this tree? If I charge this up, oh, shrek me, I can. I guess that had the potential to knock out other trees in the vicinity, but it doesn't look like it did, so I think we're fine. That's going to deteriorate over time, so I think we're good there. Where did all that go? It's in my inventory now? Great. Fantastic. Well, that's done away with. Now we can build our hotel. We can start to plot that out. So I guess it'll come off of this road as well, and maybe we'll have it kind of offset to where the entrance and the lobby is over here, and then it extends further this direction with all the rooms, and we can have this as a drop-off, kind of framed up the same way as we have the city. I like a city on levels, you know? I know I tend to flatten things because it is easier from a design perspective to have everything flat. But the fact that the city is up there and it's elevated a bit above the stables, and that's going to be elevated a bit above this, whatever this is going to end up being, this hotel, I kind of like that. I kind of dig that. So let's go ahead and get started on, first off, framing it. It's going to be a bit of a hassle to build because it is over a giant pit. And if we make it too heavy, of course, you know how Minecraft physics are. It'll just plummet right into the ground. And nobody wants that. Fortunately, that's not a real thing. I just made that up. Minecraft physics only exist with certain blocks. So what do we have to worry about? How wide do we want to make this bad boy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How does that sound? Does 15 sound good to everyone? 15 sounds like a hoot to me. A hoot and a half. It's going to be a great big hotel. We could take it all the way up to where it's like level with something like the power plant. But I don't know if it needs to be perfectly symmetrical. Symmetry is not always the best, you know? It makes things look more artificial. And of course, this is a town, so it's not real town. You know, it was built by people. But we're already building an asymmetrical building anyway, with the entrance like right here. So why worry about symmetry at this point, right? So the entrance is going to be right there. We'll have some double doors. And from there, why don't we do like an inset here? I don't even know how to describe what it is I'm trying to convey to you right now. Let me just build it. And as we build, we'll kind of talk about what I'm doing. And I'm currently just saying words at the moment now to fill in gaps because I'm starting to realize a couple of things. So first off, I didn't hit the timer at the start of this episode, so I have no idea when this is supposed to end. The other thing that I'm starting to realize is that I've forgotten what we were talking about previously. Oh, live streams. I enjoy live streaming. Live streaming is a really good time. I have fun with the games that we're streaming now, and, you know, I look forward to finding some new things to stream in the future. This is going to be the frame for the hotel. How about that? Perfect. And then how much of a gap is here? 2, 3. Okay, we'll do 3 again. 2, 3, and then we'll put another one down. And then I guess we'll go another 3. 1, 2, 3. And then maybe this will be the corner. Does that look good to you folks? And is that the entire width? So if the entrance is here, and this is the lobby, we can kind of come off over here, and we can have a room here, and oh, these are going to be really small. These are budget rooms, you know? That's what the deal is. Maybe we should mock up the rooms before we determine exactly what the width, or I guess the depth of the hotel is going to be. That's the width. That's the depth. There is no length in the hotel. It is only width and depth. These are the decisions I have made. That's the way we're going to frame this up. So if this is the front of the hotel, let's grab some stairs. I like to use stairs because it creates like a dimensions, right? I've never been good at Minecraft building. You know, there are people out there that make fantastic videos on how to build Minecraft hotels and different buildings and things, and I've watched them in my time, and I've thought, man, you know, it'd be cool if I were good at these sorts of things, and I try to, like, follow their tips and their tricks, and I'm like, man, you know, it'd be really great if I understood why they were doing the things that they're doing. Like, I don't have that sort of level of creativity that's required to capture. Like, I can picture a hotel in my head, but I can't recreate that just based on that image in my mind. I don't have that capacity. I guess we're going to make this out of bricks with some sort of a wood beam situation just for styling. Like, it looks like it's structurally important, the wood beams. They aren't. It's an illusion. It's all just an illusion. And now that I'm looking at the way that I've got this built, these rooms are going to be even smaller on the inside, aren't they? Good grief. Okay, let's put another beam out here then. I don't know. I don't know if, again, you know, why are we going for symmetrical? Are we actually going for symmetrical? We'll find out as we go. You know, I think there's going to be a lot of trial and error with a building like this, especially since I'm literally building without a blueprint in my head. Sometimes I kind of have a general rough idea. This time I am just placing blocks, and it's in total insanity. It's total madness and chaos, but much like McDonald's, totally loving it, totally loving it. I just realized we could do 2 stories as well. So this is going to be where you get a hotel if you're coming over for Thanksgiving or the Christmas party, and then we need to have a tavern as well out here. But it can't be inside the town because Mayor Dave won't have that, right? Like, this is city limits. This is his secure enclave, and no one's going to be drinking in his city limits. And, you know, you can't have that in Mayor Dave's town. He's not going to allow it. Mayor Dave, he's a pretty strict guy like that. Mayor Dave, he never got the notice that we ended prohibition. He's still very prohibiting things. He likes to prohibit things that he dislikes or things that he personally finds to be distasteful or offensive. He's basically a games journalist, isn't he? That's what he is. Yeah, Dave, he shouldn't be a mayor. He should be writing for Kotaku or Polygon or something about how, What was that one called? Atelier Ryza? Hold on a minute. I've got it. Here it is. Yeah, Atelier Ryza. So, for those of you who don't know the story of this game, the main character has big, thick thighs and a thigh gap, and it's on the cover of the box. And this caused a bunch of Journo Puritans. I'm sorry, I was looking at the box. Journo Puritans. The modern Puritan are like the old lady Puritans from the old days. They've all died off, and they've been replaced by like usually young women, like fresh out of college, sort of in their mid-20s and 30s, who just feel the need to enforce all of their own personal beliefs on everyone else, and they lost their minds when they saw that. Like, oh my gosh, she's got thick thighs and a thigh gap, and this man her toxic masculinity and sexuality. And all the game journos started writing all of their hot takes, and I was like, you know what? I don't know what this game is. I don't know what this game is about. Probably won't even like this game, but screw these people. And then I pre-ordered it, and I now own a game. I don't even know what this game is about. I have no idea. I pre-ordered it to spite people I will never meet in my life. What is wrong with me? I mean, just so we're clear, no regrets, you know? No regrets whatsoever. I am noticing here, though, that this corner is different than this corner, and I'm trying to figure out how we're going to justify that. I've got no idea. Because I can't just make this corner the same as this corner, because that's not going to work. You know what? I'll figure it out as we go. Maybe we'll make this like an L-shaped building, and it won't have to like line up perfectly. Should I read the back of it? It's called Atelier Ryza, Ever Darkness and the Secret Hideout. Where's the prompt? Thrilling real-time battles? Oh, okay. That sounds like fun. Master gathering the right tools. Ooh, I like a good tool. Synthesize items and discover forbidden alchemy. Hey, farewell, Atelier. Atelier. I'm sure I'm saying this wrong. The adventure shall live on in our memories. Is this like the end of the series? Is that what that is? Because it says farewell. The adventure shall live on in our memories, like it's the last one. I'm assuming there's multiples of these. I don't know. It looks. Let me read. It's a T rated for alcohol references, fantasy violence, mild language, mild suggestive themes. You know, all that fun stuff. I will probably. I don't know if I'll ever play that. Maybe when I finish Dragon Quest XI, I'll pop that in there and give it a try. I'm real happy though. I'm real happy that I'm one of those guys that after all the Puritan game journals came out and told us why this game shouldn't be released and why we should all agree with their hot takes. I'm real happy that I was one of the many who stood up and said, I shall invest money in this product I do not care about because who are you? Who are you? And you know what's funny is these are the same people. The people on these game journals are the same people who, if they were walking down the street in some less than, we'll say, conservative shorts, and some woman bickered at them, they would immediately turn around and go on some tirade about how it's a free country and they're not being oppressed by the patriarchy anymore, and they'd just go on and on and on, diving into this old woman for having the audacity to tell her what she can and cannot do, and then they go home and they immediately turn around and do exactly that to people on the internet. It's just so dumb. It's so dumb, and I'm sick of it. So there you go. By Atelier. I can't even pronounce it. I don't even know what it's actually called. No regrets. Hashtag no regrets. I'm gonna keep saying that until I believe. No, I do believe it. Like here's the thing. I'm glad that I did something to support the freedom of game developers to put out art however they see it. I do question what I'm going to do with this game, though, because just looking at it, it doesn't quite look like the kind of game I'd want to play normally. I'm not really into turn-based battles. That's just not my cup of tea. We'll see. Maybe I'll play it, and by the end of this series, I can give you an upgrade on whether or not it's any good. Like, I'll give you some kind of an update. The Atelier Rising update. All right, I think what we're going to do to justify this mistake that we've made with the construction is that. Does that look good? Just have this random curve here on the back side of the building. And then maybe we'll put something like over here to justify the... It's a bit oddly shaped, isn't it, this building? It looks a bit silly. But I sort of like that about it, that it is very unusual. So hold on, let me do this here real fast. Let's see if we can bring these together in a way that is cohesive at least. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then there's a gap of 2. Maybe that can be the back door then? Mayhaps? Mayhaps. Oh, actually, we'll remove these, and then we'll put down some more logs. We'll have to get some more logs. Let's see, wood. Yeah. And then this can be like the fire emergency exit on the back of the hotel. Or the inn. I keep saying it's an inn, but then in my head I'm picturing sort of a more modern, rustic hotel for some reason. That's just sort of oddly shaped. Back in the olden days, buildings had odd shapes, didn't they? No? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I do wish that I did. Maybe we should bring... Okay, you know what? Hold on. No, I know what to do. I figured it out, everyone. Don't panic. I figured it out. We're going to put down this here. We're going to get rid of this one. I'm going to land so this cuts a little bit faster. There we go. And so now this side of the hotel is going to be where the rooms are, right? And then you can have one room here, one room here, and one room here. And they can just be long, skinny rooms, I guess. What? Oh, I see. Right. I was doing double, didn't I? Yeah, okay, so it's double depth. Perfect. And so we can have 3 very skinny rooms, or we can have 2 rooms, one here and one here. Or we can have little square rooms, and one here, one here, one here, one here. This will be the hallway. I kind of like that the best, with a big window on the end. And then maybe we just won't have a back door. Or I'll figure out what to do in this spot right here. Maybe we'll have like some sort of grand window or something. We'll have to figure it out. Or maybe it'll just be like a 1 wide door right here. I'm not sure. Or maybe we can figure it out as we go. We'll figure it out as we go. Until next time, thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Bye!